my beautiful friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and on this channel we do a little bit of hair, lots of makeup, sprinkle with a bit of fashion and some in between. So if this sounds like your vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and share with a friend, and please remember to turn on your post notification bell. That way you'll never miss my uploads, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Okay guys, so we're getting ready to do our face. Now it's 2025, right? 2025. There's no way you should not be able to do your face. You should not have to pay someone every time you have a party to go to. You should be able to do your face at least a light beat. So I'm going to show you how to do a makeup tutorial, okay? Like step by step, I'm going to explain everything to you. So get your palette, pause the video, rewind it, pause it again, slow it down so you can learn how to do your face for 2025, okay? This is the year. It's not that hard. Once you learn how to do your brows, which I have videos on how to do my brows, so that's why that's not included in this one. But let's learn how to do this face. So I'm going to explain everything to you from top to bottom. You ready? Let's go. The first thing that we need to do is to prime. Clean your face, moisturize, put on your serum, put on all the stuff that you like. Your face needs to be very moisturized. Doesn't matter if your skin is oily, dry, you still have to moisturize your face. Right? So I did that already. Now I'm going to prime. I'm going to use the Black Radiance Long Lasting Toner Face Primer, okay? You basically want to prime your face. If you're very, very oily, you might need to use a mattifying primer, to keep your oils down a little bit. If you're oily, if you're dry, you still need to prime. Now we're going to put on our foundation. To make it very, very easy, today I'm going to be using this Black Opal True Color Foundation Stick in Hazelnut. So these are the things that I have already. You don't have to go and buy anything. Just use what you have. Alright, so I'm going to use this foundation stick to do my face. Alrighty. I haven't used this in a while, so I forgot how it looks. So it's gonna look a little bit more lighter. It might not look like it matched, and it's only because of the lights and everything that I'm using. So we're putting it everywhere. That should be good enough for now, and then we're going to blend her out. Now when it comes to makeup, to get a flawless face, it's all about blending. So I'm using this type of like flat top brush, but it's kind of angled. This is from Vince Camuto. I found these from Marshalls, but I think you could find them like on Amazon or something. Alrighty, so we're going to be stippling in the foundation, right? You're not swiping it, you're pushing it in. And although this makeup looked like it did not match, once I start to blend it out, then you see how it looks. Alright, so we're pushing it in. And you can always apply more later if you'd like. Right? Guess what, guys? It's Friday, right? What is this? What's today's date? January 10th. I live in Georgia. And guess what? Girl, it snowed. It snowed this morning. I could not believe my eyes. So I have seen snow before because I said it before on my channel. I went to high school in New York, right? When I first moved to the States, I went to high school in New York. So I've seen I have seen snow before, but that was a long, long time ago, and I haven't been in the snow since then. But this morning I'm sleeping, and Chase ran in my room. Mommy, look outside, look outside. it's snowing. I was like, what do you mean? So I'm expecting, because they did warn us and let us know it was going to snow. More than likely it's going to snow. But when I first moved to Georgia around 3 years ago, I know we had some like what they call snow, but it's kind of like flurries. It was barely, just some little sprinkles on the ground, right? Well, this time when I went to my backyard, OMG, it was actually like white snow. The snow was still falling. So it was about what, maybe close to 8 o'clock in the morning. The snow was still falling. So when I tell you, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was excited. Chase was excited. I was excited. He went outside. I was taking pictures of him. I wanted to go outside and take some pictures in the snow, but right now it's kind of late. It's in the evening and I didn't get a chance to, because you know, I wanted to do my makeup first and go out there looking all cute, which doesn't make any sense. But I wanted to record just me doing my makeup, so I was like, you know what, when I finish, I have to wash my hair today and stuff. So I was like, let me just get all of that stuff out the way. So I washed my hair and I used my little flat iron. I put, you know, a little flat iron, a little curls in there. So we'll see. You know, I wear my wig sometimes, but I was like, let me just wash my hair, blow dry it. I just passed the flat iron through my hair just one time, right? All right, let's continue. So we're just gonna keep pushing in the foundation. So that looks good. Now if you feel like you need a little bit more, you can add it to like the areas, like your problem areas. I'm gonna put a little bit more around my mouth. I forgot how good this thing was, and it was like $10, right? So Chase went outside and played in the snow, throwing snowballs. I think he was trying to make a snowman, but he didn't finish it. But it was exciting. It's exciting for him because he's never seen like real snow before, you know. So I was happy for that. I'll include some videos, maybe in this, some clips in this video. Maybe I'll do it so you guys could see what I was seeing. All right, so face is looking good, right? So, right, nice and blended, right? Make sure you get in front of your ear when you're doing your face. Take it down your neck a little bit, but not too far down, especially if you're wearing something that's close. All right, that's looking good. That's what you're looking for. Nice even coverage. Now I'm going to be using a concealer that I haven't used, that I don't use very often. This one is from Fenty Beauty, Wear Even. I don't use it very often, so I need to start using up my stuff. So you're putting the concealer right underneath, where in the middle of your face where the light hits. So forehead, nose, under the eye. You can do chin and upper lip if you'd like. All right, put a little bit right here. And a little bit here. All right, so let's let that sit a little bit. You don't have to put too much, but I'm just putting a little bit more. Notice I'm not taking it all the way across here, because once you start blending it out, it's going to move over. It's going to, you know. So this I got from Shein a long time ago, because it's a like cream contour. She didn't want to stay, so it comes with like a little spongy little applicator, very short. So I'm just going to put it here. So you're contouring on your face where you want to take away. So like if you have a bigger forehead, you're going to put it like more down, right? My forehead is average, I think. So I'm just putting it around. This part here is just to give you the illusion that you have a more chiseled jawline. I'm thinking this one's a little dark for my nose, but we're gonna use it anyways. And I'm gonna contour my nose. I'm just putting a little bit here. That's good enough, right? So always let your concealer sit while you blend out your contour, because the longer you have the concealer sit, then the better. more coverage. So I'm going to take a brush like this, very dense and angled, and I'm going to blend this out. I haven't used this in a while, I forgot. All right, so you want to blend your contour going upwards, and I did put it a little bit the hollows of my cheeks, so right where if you suck in your cheeks, you put it a little bit above that, and that will just kind of lift your face, make your face look more sculpted. All right, so that's how it's looking. And then you take this into the hairline, right? The one in the top. All right, so let's push this into the hairline. It's a little dark, but you know, we'll blend it out and make it work. And for this side or under here, you just want to keep it in place. You just want to keep it in place. You don't want to move that around too much. All right? So we're going up. We're blending it up. And we're keeping it high. All right, that looks good. Now for the nose contour, you need to get like an angled brush. Like this, very dense, not too fluffy, but not too stiff either. And then we're going to just blend. Hold on, let's smooth this stuff over. We're going to just blend out the contour. I want to connect it like with the front part or right underneath my brow right here, right? And then we're going to drag it down on the sides of the nose like so. All right. Like this. All right, drag it down on the sides. Make sure you blend it in really well. Right, and we can go back into that more later. All right, now we'll blend out the concealer. So when you're blending out your concealer, you can either use a brush or sponge. Yeah, a brush or a sponge, whatever you like, whichever you feel more comfortable doing. I've gotten accustomed to using a sponge, so I'm using a beauty sponge. You should always make sure your sponge is damp. So you don't want to use a dry sponge because it's just going to take away all the product that you're trying to put on your face. So you wet it and you squeeze the water out and you like get it on a paper towel, and you know, you do this until most of the water is gone. You don't want it to be dripping, but you want it to be moist. All right, then you start blending out. I usually start with the chin. I leave the under eye for last. I'll go to my lip here. Then I'll do the nose. I usually pinch the sponge like this so I can keep it in the center of my nose, because that's the whole purpose. You don't want it to spread all over. Right? Like that. Then I'll go to my forehead. Keep it in the center. Like I said before, we're highlighting just the middle of the face, the center of the face where the light hits, like it's right in the middle. So we're leaving this here, and we'll blend out the edges after. Now I'm going to blend out with my concealer. I'm going to start with the outer edges of the concealer, right? So as you can see what I was saying about the concealer, once you start blending it, it's going to cover that little space that we did not put it, right? So you blend, blend, blend. Normally you put the remainder over your eyelids, but I already put concealer on my eyelids before when I did my brows. So I don't have to do that. All right. Make sure you get the sides of your nose. All right, you see that sharp line that you have right here? You have to make sure you keep blending until you blend it out. See how seamless that is? That's what you're looking for. All right, let's do the other side really quickly. And you're just pouncing the sponge. You're not like dragging it, you're just like tapping. All right. That's what you need. I like to go back over my nose contour. Just, I didn't put anything extra on the brush. Just to clean that up, right? Clean up the line. Like that. Now we're going to blend out the edges of the concealer using your foundation brush, because you want everything to be nice and seamless. Just take your time, guys, when you're doing your makeup. It's not hard. With practice, and don't try to, like, if you have a party to go to, oh, I'm gonna learn how to do my face. You have a party to go to tomorrow, I'm gonna learn how to do my face today or tomorrow when I'm going. No, you need to do it before. Practice when you don't have anywhere to go, so when it's time to go, you know what to do. Makes sense, right? Alrighty, I'm going to be using a cream blush today. This is by Danessa Myricks. Alright, this is a packaging, very cutesy. Right, it's a cream blush, and the color is called Red. Hold on, girls, I can't see that because it's so tiny. I thought it says Red Velvet, but I wasn't sure. So I'm going to take some and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand using this brush here. I'm going in with the brush and I'm going to blend some out on the back of my hand, just so that it's not too much before I go in, because I don't know how pigmented it is, right? So alright, and I'm taking it like right on the highest part of my cheek right here, and almost on the corner of the eye right here. Right, you could put a little bit on your cheek. So I'm keeping it right there. You can apply more if you want to. It's very pretty, right? Red Velvet. And that's it. Let's do the other side really quickly. So we're keeping it mostly towards the back of the cheek, and then we'll put a little bit on the apples. All right, you can use a paper towel and like take off some if you want off the brush, and just like, you know, blend it out so it can be nice and smooth. All right, now as you can see, my under eye right now, it's creasing because I'm talking, I'm doing stuff. Okay guys, when it comes to your under eye, you need to get a loose setting powder. You can use like a yellow powder. This one, I must have used this one time. It's a banana powder. I don't really love banana powders too much anymore, but I'm going to use this one because I bought it and I need to use it. It's by Huda Beauty and it's Canufa is the color, and I'm just going to mix it with my Sephora one. This is the Sephora translucent powder, but it's more, you know, it's lighter, it's not as yellow. Translucent. So I'm just going to put the yellow one on first and see how I like it. But it's very yellow, right? Look. So I'm gonna put some in the cover, just a little bit, much, right? And I'm going to put the translucent one on top. Now I hope it's not too yellow. So now that's how it looks. It's not as yellow. But before you do anything, you need to make sure that you blend out the creases that you have under your eyes. Right? Because if you set this, it's not going to look good because basically you're setting the creases. So, alright. Like that. You blend it out. You gotta make the ugly stretchy face. Like that. And that's just so you can get underneath. Alright, you can either use a powder puff to do this or a beauty sponge. I'm going to use my sponge. We can always use a puff later. So when you go into the powder, right, you want to make it, it's going to look like this. Very kind of chunky. So I'm just going to roll it around on the back of my hand to take off some. So make sure it's more smooth and then you go in. Alright. Make sure you have no lines first. I think I want to use the puff, so I'm using this one. I did use it once before. Triangle puff. But let's make sure again that we have no creasing, right? The puff gives you a more flawless look. So same thing you do with the sponge, you do with the puff. You make sure that it's not too chunky on there. And then you take your time and you go in and set. Right? Push it in. Like I feel like this is a little yellow, but we'll make it work. Make sure you get in the corners of your nose. We're gonna go over. We're gonna even go over where the blush is. Personally, I feel like I feel like this banana powder is like a little too banana for me. Banana-y. It's not even a word. So, I'm going to take this other powder that I have here. Yeah, like I feel like it's too much. It's another thing. When it comes to makeup, you know, you learn. Because a few years ago, that's all we used was the banana powder. But this one that I have is from Banana Dream. A friend of mine gave this to me a while ago. I never really used it. But if you look at it, it's more like it's yellow, but it's not as bright. So I'm going to take that. Try the sponge again. Right, you see the difference with the color? This is what I like nowadays. Muy better. So you put the concealer anywhere that you put the powder anywhere that you put the concealer. Even if you go over the blush with it, it's going to be fine. You want to keep blending it out, right, until it disappears into your skin. Okay guys, so I just put just have a little bit of powder underneath my eye here just to act as a barrier, so when I put my eyeshadow it does not fall all over my face. Right, so I have this palette that I bought a while ago from Shein also. Sheglam is called Glitz-Wiz, and it has these kind of these colors here. So you need to first get a transition color. The transition is between the eyelids and the brow, underneath the brow bone. That's your transition area, which is right in here. Before you start, you need to make sure that you don't have any creasing underneath your on your lids, okay? And I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to take this color right here. Right here, and I'm going to use that in my transition area. So you need like a kind of fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put it and just, you know, like kind of go back and forth with the color. If you feel like it's not pigmented enough, you can always use something else, okay? So you put in the brush and you're just like packing the color. Right? kind of want to go back and forth with the brush, like windshield wiper motion, like so. And looking at it, I feel like it's showing, but it's not showing as much. So we're going to take another color. I'm going to get this one here. And you don't want a shimmery color, you want like a matte color. I'm gonna go over to this side and see if this one's a little bit darker. Okay, that one has a little bit more color to it. So you're just going, you know, back and forth, nothing hard when it comes to this part. All right. And, you know, we do simple looks over here, so you don't have to worry about me doing anything too complicated. All right. Always take it up onto the front of the brow right here, underneath. Like how we took the contour, cream contour there, do the same thing. So it kind of, you know, a smooth transition. Alrighty. Let's do this side over here really quickly. Now when it comes to this transition color, you don't want to take it all the way underneath your brow bone. Like right below. The brow bone is, you know, right here. You don't want to take it all the way up underneath your eyebrow. You want to leave a little space right there. Alright. I'm going to do a little simple look today. Oh, I'm going to take, I might need another brown. I'm going to take this color here at the top. It looks like a shimmery goldy color. And I'm going to get my little applicator brush. These make your shimmer color appears brighter or pop more. And I got those from Amazon. So I'm just gonna, you know, take the brush and, you know, just go back and forth like this until you feel like you have enough. And we're gonna put this on the inner lid space. Like so. I don't love it. Let's just go to this one below it. This one right here. I don't love that one. It's not as pigmented as I would want it. This one is more goldy, orangey. Okay. Can you guys see me okay? I'm not taking it all the way. I'm taking it like 3/4 of the way. And I'm going a little bit above my crease. My crease is right here. I'm taking it a little bit above. Therefore, when I open up my eye, you would still be able to see it, right? And especially if you don't have a lot of eyelid space, you go a little bit above the crease. Okay, this is pretty. Alrighty. And basically, that is what I'm going to do with this eye. Now, because this palette does not have like a dark brown color, and I do want to put a dark color on the outer part, I'm going to use my favorite palette, which is Juvias Place Coffee Shop. All right, we're going to use this. I said I was going to give it a break, but it works. I'm taking the same brush that I was trying to use before, and these are the colors, and I'm just going to go into this one because I know it works. And I'm just going to put that on my outer corner, and you'll see the difference, like right here. like this, and we're focusing that on the outer corner of the eye, right? And I'm taking mine a little bit in, like inward, like right here. You could use the same little applicator, and I'm going to just kind of go back and forth so that you don't see a line right here where these two colors meet. You want it to be a smooth transition. I'm gonna take this brush that doesn't have anything on there and go into that shade that we put in here and just blend out the edge of this one. It's all about blending, guys. Blending, blending, blending. Like so. And I'm taking it slightly above this one. I mean, I think this look is simple. What do you guys think? It's easy, right? All right. So I'm gonna put a little bit of color underneath this one. I'm just gonna do one eye with you, and then I'll go and finish off, you know, my face. Finish the other eye off camera so the video is not too long. I'm going to take that dark color that I was using, and I'm just going to put it underneath my waterline. We will put on eyeliner, right? So this is when you put on the eyeliner, you put like a more brown color so it doesn't look so harsh, or not too sharp, I should say. Harsh or sharp, whichever one. So you just kind of blending it out like that with the brush. And then we put on our eyeliner. This one is by LA Colors. You can either tug on your lid or use a sponge. It's better if you use a sponge so you don't get anything on your face. Use a sponge, tug on your eyelids right there, and just put on the liner. Right, the other eye is done, and now we just need to set our face. So I'm going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth Setting Powder. And I'm going to, for that you need like a nice big brush. Not too fluffy, kind of dense, meaning that it's kind of a little firm. Not too like flimsy. You don't want it to be too flimsy like this one. Like you want it to be, you see? Hope that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna take the powder and push it in. Push the powder in. You're not setting the parts where you put the concealer, just everywhere else. Even on top of the blush, I'm going a little bit on the blush. I'm going to brush a little bit off right here. You can go into a separate brush or you use your sponge. I'm going to just take this brush and kind of like, you want to like push the powder in while you're dusting it away. Like that. Push. Right, now we have to set the contour. I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in 4, and I'm going to use this brush that's more fluffy to apply it to like right here where I did put the cream contour. Just gonna warm back up your face, right? See how it's warming up around my face. Take it into the hairline a little bit. So it's kind of connecting the brush and the bronzer, not the brush, the blush. The blush and the bronzer, like the edge of the blush is touching where you put the contour, powder contour. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit down my nose. And just the same way that you put the cream on, you put the powder. Like starting in the front of my brow. And going down on the sides. Like that. Make that nose look extra snatch there. I'm using this blush palette from Fruits Cosmetics, and what I'm going to do is just take, since that blush was a little bit kind of peachy pinky, I'm just going to mix these two colors right here together. Why not? And put a little bit on top like this. See? You may not go with the eyes, but hey, that's okay. And we're not putting a whole lot either. Like so. Just a little bit in the apples and then take the rest back. If you feel like it's too much, you can take your foundation, your powder brush, and just like, you know, tap over it. All right, now we're gonna put on some highlights. This one I haven't used in a while. This is Maybelline Master Chrome, and this is Molten Gold. You guys remember this? And I'm gonna get a little fluffy kind of brush, and I'm just going to take it and put it like right here, like right on top of the blush, right? Right there. So when you turn your head, and then you guys know where I'm going next, right? I'm gonna put a little bit in the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna put a little bit down my nose first, right on my nose bridge. Not all the way down. Like 3/4 of the way. And this is just going to make your nose bridge up here to be a little bit straighter. Just a little bit. Alright, this is not the best brush. I'm going to take this brush from Juvias Place, and I'm just going to put some in the inner corner. And this will just open up your eye just a little bit. I haven't used this in so long. and you're connecting it with your shadow, right here. Open up your eyes a little bit more, like that. So we're pretty much done with the face. I just have to go put on some, you know, pear lash. We'll do another video for that. Okay guys, so we're pretty much almost done. The lashes are on. Make sure when you put on your lashes, you kind of push the sides up. You don't want the sides to be down. You always cut them and measure them to fit your eye shape. If the sides are hanging down, then they will make your eye look droopy. So always push the sides up. Alright, we're gonna do it. We need to set our face. I'm going to set my face. Always set your face to lock everything in, to take away that powdery look. So I'm going to set it with the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Alright, let's cover the eyes. Cover the eyes just in case, because you don't want your under eye to look blotchy. Everything looks one. Now let's do our lips really quick. Matte Chestnut. You know, this is our favorite pencil. Alrighty, I'm going to use Juvia's Place in Vogue lipstick, one of my faves. It's almost done. Yeah, like a peachy nude. And I'm just going to go back over the line with Limitless Brown by Makeup Forever. Just to soften up the line a little bit. Like that. And then I'm going to go on top with my Anastasia Beverly Hills in Guava. All right, before we go, we need to put a little mascara underneath the bottom lashes. I'm using this one by Essence Lash Princess. Very affordable and very good. I already put some underneath my false lashes. You always want to blend your false lashes with your regular lashes, right? So you put some underneath your lashes and make sure you squeeze them together. All right, I'm just gonna put a little bit down. And that's it. That's how you get like a flawless face. This is how you get a flawless face, guys. The eyes are, you know, glam, but it wasn't very difficult, right? You let me know. So that's how our face is looking. Pretty much affordable too. I didn't really use anything that was too high. Well, that Charlotte Tilbury bronzer is a little high-ish, but everything else was pretty affordable. Some things you can get from the drugstore, some you can't, but most things you can get from the drugstore, a lot of them. Alrighty, and I always leave everything that I use down in the description section. So that is the face. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this hair too. It's not gonna last for a long time, but it would last for a few days because my hair is natural, so I just, you know, kind of flat iron it a little. I trim the ends a little bit. Alright guys, and that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. And just like that, we have come to the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoy this look that I created. I think it turned out pretty. You know, I try to show you guys just the basics. Even though this eye look a little bit glammed up, it still was very easy to achieve because, you know, you shouldn't have to go and pay someone to do your makeup for you in 2025. So I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you learned something from this video. Again, remember, if you like this video and love my content, please remember to thumbs up the video and share it so that YouTube can suggest my channel to others. Alright guys, give the video a thumbs up and turn on your post notification bell so that you'll never miss when I upload the videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.